Wednesday afternoon, guys, had my breakfast 3 hours ago, my protein shake with some fats. Still doing good on this. For you guys that watch me, I guess I'll just update you on things you may be curious about. We're halfway through this jar and it's been, I don't know, 5 or 6 days, so I'm staying strong, not cheating with it. Another update. Finally got my lifting straps in. Thank you, Amazon, for being the best. Amazon Prime is legit. These were $5, so unless you want to go buy some on some websites for 15 or 20, I'll put the link in the description for where to actually buy good quality stuff for cheap, not for where to buy overpriced shit because it's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna try to update you guys for my subscribers that watch my stuff on a very regular basis. This will apply to you guys, and for new people tuning in, well, I just hope it's not boring. But meal number 2 is gonna go down beforehand. I'm gonna show you guys what I picked up from the grocery store. Last time I went, I showed you guys what I got, so let's check out what I got today. Got 2 of these because they are on a deal. Some egg whites, broccoli, lean turkey, 99% chicken, and some condiments. Something new I'm trying is cream of rice. This is a bodybuilder's best friend, apparently. So pretty much anytime I would have oatmeal, I'm gonna start substituting this. Why? Because I'm not sure. Got coupons being cut. Struggle is real. So yeah, I'm not sure. You guys can please comment down below. Every time I eat oatmeal, it feels like I get indigestion or heartburn or both. Pretty much a cup of oats makes me feel like I just kind of ate like an entire bag of broccoli, which is really strange because I wasn't always like that. But I know for a fact that cream of rice, which is granulated rice, considering rice doesn't upset my stomach or make it, feel like I'm bloated, granulated rice is going to be even better. And I know a lot of bodybuilders recommend this. A lot of nutritionists recommend cream of rice as a carb or a oatmeal substitute. I don't know if it's the gluten in the oatmeal. I really just think it's the consistency and fiber, and I pretty much just swallow it when I eat it, and I just think the digestion of that is not ideal. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, make meal 2. I'll show you guys what it is. You guys already know the macros. It's just gonna be protein, carbs, and a little bit of greens. Not gonna have like a heap of fibrous veggies. Just gonna have a little bit of greens for flavor and whatever micros I get from it, and then we'll be off to the gym in an hour or 2, so I'll show you guys that when it's ready. I almost forgot I got this in the mail from the NPC, and not expecting anything, so I really just curious what it's gonna be. Maybe it's a coupon. Registration application. Jim Manion, NPC president. So they're just asking me for money to compete, which is straight. $125 for a year registration. Nothing crazy. But I'll have to send this in soon. Not too soon. I'm still fat. That's it, nothing pretty. Gonna eat this while I digest. I'm gonna get my other stuff cooking. Preheat this bitch. Alright guys, maybe I lied. Now I'm going to the gym. 2 chicken meals in this, 1 turkey meal, half a turkey meal, and some of this for whenever I make my meals. And obviously for this I'm gonna have to have like a scoop of whey or just make like 5 ounces of egg whites with it or something like that. So that's what it looks like, nothing to it. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, so we are getting into this workout. It's a few hours post-workout, but it's going to be a nice long voiceover. I'm going to be popping in and out. Well, I'm going to watch the whole video with you guys, but I'm going to shut up and leave some live audio in. So, new training methods. Little trophy and picture of Ronnie Coleman back there. It is my first place overall NPC Gold Coast Men's Physique Open Championship trophy. But anyways, hit 90 pounds, 16 reps as you can see, holding the stretch, full range of motion. Like I said in the last video, I can row 100s, 110s, 120s, just like almost everyone I've seen lift in the gym can, but I'm trying to focus more on that stretch and save the shoulder joints and the elbows and whatnot. So this is what I couldn't film last time. Sets of pull-ups assisted. I'm using about 100 pounds of assistance here, just because I'm trying to stretch the lats as hard as possible, and it's just something I never ego lift with. I remember last fall I did like a 100 rep pull-up challenge, and while I was sore from it, it kind of just beat up my elbows and shoulders. And if I'm trying to lift as hard as I can, as often as I can, that's not something that I can do. So I'm trying heavy days and having about one heavy day a week for push and pull, and then as many light days as I can get in. And those light days are gonna some days focus on lats, some days on rhomboids, some days traps, some days rear delts. It just really depends on what's sore, what isn't sore, and what my training is looking like the next few days. So I'm gonna try to cover that in the video, but with these voiceovers, I feel like I just run out of time if I ramble on about my split. It's more or less a bodybuilding style, high intensity workout that you're watching today. So for the row, you saw my top set with 90 pounds. I did about 2 working sets. For the pull-ups, I did 2 working sets, you watched 1. And here I did 2 working sets. This is 100 pounds, the first time I did it for 20. And then here I'm doing a challenge set, and I'm gonna let you guys watch how it goes. We're at about 25 reps already. And focusing on rear delts and traps, not so much on lats. That's why I'm pulling high.
I don't know, you know what? I'm caught bullshit like that in the water.
So yeah, I did 2 supersets. I stopped with these pull downs at around 20, and I stopped at the rows at around 20 pounds. But here it's just absolute failure, real true challenge sets. And that's how I'm gonna incorporate these light days. It's not like I'm gonna come in and do 3 sets of 10 with like 60% of some working weight. It's come in, pick a weight, do a set, you know, RPE 7 or 8, and then do a set RPE 10 where you go balls to the wall and you just have to trust that you can push yourself past to where you've been before. And I feel like some people forget that. Just because you've been lifting for 5 years or 10 years doesn't mean that you can't push yourself past where you've been before, effort-wise. And while that may sound stupid to some people, it's making sense to me. So warmed up 20 reps of 15, and then another challenge set where I got well over 20, almost double.
The art is one of the sickest.
Just cruising on this set to some Nate Dogg. So for the hammer curls, I worked up to 25 pounds. I did about 3 sets of 10, and on my last set I did 15 reps with some cheating at the end. And a similar style here, I worked up to 2 plates on this machine, did about 3 sets of 10, and then here was my 4th set. Pretty much did 10 to 12 reps with the 2 plates, then dropped it to just 1 plate and focused on flexing as hard as I possibly could. Again, the beauty of this type of training is that you're really low likelihood of injury. You get to really exhaust the muscle, and it just doesn't really beat up your joints too much. So both styles of training are essential to get the maximum benefit. There is pretty aggressive diminishing returns in this style of training, which a lot of people like to argue about where that point is. But if I'm just doing 1 set where I'm challenging myself as hard as I can, I think it's optimal. So hate using that word. Did a couple sets here on forearms. No abs or calves today. Resting tomorrow and then killing legs on Friday. I'll see you guys then. Peace. Almost killing that gallon. You guys sick of seeing these post-workout shakes yet? You should be. You should be.
And we are setting up a pros versus pros. You hear me talk about other products and which ones I would buy. As soon as I talk about my own, there's a certain population of the people out there that say, you know what, thank you for informing me because I didn't know this. But then there's people say, oh, he's plugging his own products. Well, guess what? I made my own products a certain way because that's what I advocate that people take. So I found that I couldn't focus on the muscle. I couldn't really maximally stimulate it. I had a very fast